In the last couple of videos, I've talked about how your sun sign is the strongest representation of who you are and your identity, while your moon sign is all about your emotional inner self. So where does your rising or ascendant sign fit into the picture? In today's video, I'll talk about what rising signs are and what they represent. So get yourself a cuppa, of course, and let's talk about rising signs. Cheers. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're just meeting me for the first time, hi, my name is Ebony, and this channel is here to help you manifest in the real world. If you're interested in all things spiritual, self-development, and astrology, I hope you'll consider subscribing and enjoy today's video. Your moon, sun, and rising signs are collectively referred to as the big three in astrology. They are the main three signs to learn about first on your chart. So if your sun sign represents who you are at your core, and your moon sign is like your emotional compass, then your rising sign is how you express yourself to the outside world, especially when you're not comfortable being your true sun sign self or willing to wear your emotional moon sign on your sleeve at the time. So how do you know your rising sign? In order to know what your rising sign is, you will need your astrological birth chart, which means that you will need your exact time and place of birth. If you haven't done yours yet, I recommend going to astro.com, and if you'd like more information, I have an astrology resources video and blog post that you can check out. I'll have that linked in the cards above and in the description below if you'd like to learn more. Also, feel free to leave any questions that you have in the comments below. I'd be happy to help. It's worth noting as well that your rising sign can also be referred to as your ascendant sign. They are exactly the same thing. And you'll find it on your astrological birth chart abbreviated as AC or ASC, right next to the horizontal line in the middle of your chart. It is the zodiac sign that was rising on the horizon at the time of your birth. Its symbol often looks like an arrow. It's important to know your exact time and place of birth in order to accurately calculate your rising sign. Throughout a 24-hour period, every sign of the zodiac has its chance to rise, and each will spend around 2 hours on the horizon. So to use my chart as an example, you can see that my rising sign is Cancer. This just means that when I was born, the sign of Cancer was rising on the horizon. As my sun sign is Gemini, the day I was born began with Gemini rising on the horizon. By the time I was actually born at 10:17 a.m. though, the sign of Cancer was on the horizon, meaning that Cancer is my rising sign. If I'd been born just a little bit later, then my rising sign would have been Leo. What does your rising sign represent? Now you know what your rising sign is, what does that mean? How does it impact you, your personality, and your relationships with others? Our rising sign represents how we are perceived by the outside world. It's often referred to as being like a mask that we wear. It's the first impression that we give to people that we've just met. It's often how we act in an interview setting or on a first date. Your rising sign truly shines in situations when you aren't totally comfortable to be your true sun sign self, or showing your emotional side, your moon sign. You may have seen a friend or family member's rising sign in full display when you've seen them act differently in front of people they've just met. For instance, you're wondering why they're suddenly so shy when with you they're totally confident. You've likely noticed this shift happen within yourself too, especially when you're in a new social situation. I definitely feel like I embody more of my rising sign's traits when I'm feeling a little nervous. Our rising sign is how we navigate the world, and therefore how the world perceives us. Our rising sign is how we express ourselves outwardly too. It can influence everything from the clothes that we wear to the books that we read. It's our most obvious personality traits that we present to other people, especially those that we've just met. I feel like our rising sign is our comfort zone in a way. It's where we feel the most comfortable and at ease. It's where we feel most at home in terms of sharing our personality, before we feel comfortable enough to let our guard down and allow ourselves to be more like our sun sign or moon sign. As you learn more about your rising sign, you might discover the reason you act a certain way in social situations. Once you know your rising sign, you can understand yourself on another level and learn how to use this outward persona that you share with the world to your advantage. In a later video, I'll talk about how your rising sign is always in the first house, the house of self and identity. The other planets in your first house will also therefore impact how you present yourself to the world. Needless to say, there is so much more to talk about. Like with anything astrology related, one thing leads to another. So now I'd love to know, please comment below, what is your rising sign? And do you feel like it's accurate to you? I really hope that you enjoyed today's video, this short overview on what rising signs represent. In an effort to try and keep this video short and sweet, I'll have more information and resources that you can check out on today's blog post linked in the description below. Over on my blog as well, you can sign up for my free weekly newsletter if you like, which includes a charm tarot reading for your week. Plus, there are freebies involved in signing up, so if you'd like to learn more, I'll have all the information in the description below. As always, please do let me know in the comments if you have any questions or requests, and feel free to find me over on Instagram at Ebony Highland. I'd love to see you over there as well. I truly hope that you enjoyed today's video and found it helpful, and I hope that you'll consider subscribing if you haven't already, and be sure to ring the little bell to be notified when I post a new video every Thursday. Thank you so much for watching and supporting this channel. It really means the absolute world to me. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and I can't wait to see you here again next week. So much love. Bye. Gosh, we're on a roll today. This might take me a while. Be your true sun sign self. That's a tongue twister. Sun sign self. Sun sign self. Say that 10 times fast. I said that really weird. Why am I talking so weird today? And on your astrologic, that's how you talk. Jesus Christ. I really hope and learn how to use that wait, that's not right. I said it. I said the sentence. We got there.